We have Rookie of the Year odds. You know Cooper Flagg's a favorite. I just had to pull it up because the number's going up. I see minus 190 right now. I just saw 175 a little bit ago, but I assume that this number is going to continue to climb. Of course, Flagg's the favorite. If you go to the second spot on the board right now, not every book has this right now, but one book, legalized book that I see, Ace Bailey and Trey Johnson, the second favorite, at plus 850. The number 2 overall pick is Dylan Harper. He's 12-1. Edgecombe down into the 20s. Derek Queen into the 30s. So you see the big gap between Cooper Flagg and everyone else.
Well, shop around for your prices because they are very different at a lot of these books. And your point on Flagg and the expensive price, BetMGM minus 250 now on Flagg.
Wow.
So if you're going to bet Cooper Flagg, you may want to lay a cheaper number than minus 250. I like Knipple, even though we've just joked about Knipple and his family for the last 30 minutes or whatever. I see a 30-1 on him. There may be a bigger number. I haven't exactly searched everywhere on the internet yet, but I see 25 at MGM. Another book has a 30. He's sort of mischaracterized as a shooter only, and he could shoot extremely well, no doubt. But he's also a really good passer, and I think offensively he has the ability to, move without the ball. A lot of these shooters, when they come into the league, they have to dominate the ball, but he didn't dominate the ball at Duke. Flagg had the ball a lot. Proctor had the ball a lot. So he had to learn from John Shire how to move without the ball. And I think coming from that system really bodes well for him at the next level. So there's a kid who obviously goes in the top 5. The height is there. The size is there. You have some concerns, sure, about defense, and maybe he can, overcome some of those things defensively, which they did talk about last night. Billis was talking about he's got to be better on defense. But in terms of open space and shooting lanes and pick and rolls, you need guys that can score. Like, I would not be betting Malawak at 100-1 because he can't score.
No.
That's not a guy I would bet. Maybe over time, but this is a 1-year bet. It's not who has the best career. It's not who has the next best 5 years. It's who plays the best next year. And, Dylan Harper's an awesome player, but I don't know that he's going to start behind Castle and Fox. Ideally, you'd like him to develop accordingly, but he doesn't need to play right away and start and go 30 minutes a night. There's time there. You've got some rope to work with. Flagg's going to play right away. Ace Bailey probably plays right away. Guys like Trey Johnson, guys that I talked to. So he's like 7-8-1 to be the Rookie of the Year. But my advice for anybody looking to bet this market, you need to find a guy who's going to play 25, 30 minutes a night, and he's got to be able to create his own shot and score. Period.
If you're not betting Cooper Flagg, I think this number continues to climb. Like, as the hype continues, it's already going up this morning. So then do we get some value on some of these other names that we're talking about? I think that's the big question. And if you look at recent years, you're right about the scoring. Like, it was Castle last year. Of course, Wemby, the unicorn, a couple of years ago. Banchero won it. Scotty Barnes, LaMelo, Morant, Luka, Ben Simmons, believe it or not. Yeah, he won this award as well. So you're right. Offensively, you need to be in a position where you're going to be able to score a whole bunch. So it's going to take a lot to take down Cooper Flagg. But if you're looking for a price, you're looking for the person to do that, yeah, they're going to have to bring it offensively. So the price seems about right where to open, and we know where the action's going to come in, and it's going to climb. Some of these numbers are going to get cut down too. They get whacked a few times. Like, it's not going to take a lot. You mentioned Knipple. I see a 35-1 on him. You get a handful of those, maybe respected money, that's going to get cut quickly.
The guy the Bulls took is 200-1. Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
good as far as what? Yeah, he ain't winning it, but
no,
whatever.
It's funny. You don't take a guy like that. And we'll have Friedel on the show, Nick Friedel, who was around the Bulls for a long time. He'll be joining us later on in the show. You have to take that guy, an 18-year-old French kid, if you have full support of the front office. from management, from the owner. That's a pick that needs time to season. So if they felt any pressure, they're going to take somebody that needs to play right now. They don't feel any pressure. Why would they?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take an 18-year-old from France and see what happens. So that tells me that they're safe. Karnisovas, Eversley, and we know that they just got extensions, but that's at least a 4-year plan. I mean, the kid's 18. He's never played pro ball in America. So how long do you think it's going to take to know what you got there? That's just more confirmation that those guys are all safe up there, all of them. And it is very funny, as wide open as the East is, and as, 6, 7, 8 teams maybe can win the East next year, the Bulls are still 250 to 1 to win the East. That tells you exactly everything you need to know.
Last night when Eversley was talking to the media, he asked Bulls fans to have patience. So, yeah, you're right about everything you said. They got their extensions. They've got their leash. They've got time, and they're not in a rush. They're not going to be making any big moves. So, yeah, have more patience. Okay, yeah, now that you got your contracts, you can go out and say that. Fun stuff.